being black and a black girl in the black community, being young was not for the faint of heart.
In a report done by the Georgetown Law in 2017, they found that black children as young as 5 years old were seen as less innocent than white girls that were 5 years old.
I always tell y'all how my mama used to make me wear baggy, super baggy clothes because she never wanted anybody to see my curves and my hips or anything. No matter what I put on, like, I was still over-sexualized.
Focus group participants overwhelmingly confirmed that even when they were young, adults viewed them as less innocent than their white peers.
Because even having red nails, hair, everything, even opening your legs, even when you are in a crisscross position, meant you were too fast.
Megan Thee Stallion is one of my favorite artists. Her whole name is because of one encounter when she was, I think she said she was 13, and some random guy was like, "You're a stallion, you're this, you're that." And she went home and like crying to her parents, like, "What does this mean?"
I remember this one particular day, my aunt, we was getting ready to get in the car, and I literally remember her just looking at me up and down for a minute, just staring. And then she says out her mouth, "You better not be having sex." Yeah, I think I was like, I don't know, like, I was still in elementary school. I was young as ever.
The loud, aggressive, naturally hypersexual, sassy caregiver categories that black women are relegated to are also stifling boxes that black girls are put into.
Black women are significantly more objectified and dehumanized than their white counterparts in Western culture, in the media, and in our homes and daily lives. Today, hearing "cover up, we have company over," or "you look too grown," is unfortunately a rite of passage for young black girls. The term adultification refers to the process or fact of treating or considering a child as if they are an adult, usually in a way that is wrong or harmful. However, adultification bias disproportionately affects young black women. The origins of this phenomenon can be directly traced back to slavery, which Harriet Jacobs highlights in her work Incidents in the Life of a Slave Girl. Jacobs provides a first-hand account from her life as someone who was the victim of slavery. She speaks to the extreme brutality and violence inflicted upon slaves, as well as the dehumanization perpetuated by slave masters who viewed them as property and labor resources, rather than human beings. However, with a first-hand account, she delves even deeper into the horrors of slavery, emphasizing the unique hardships black women were subjected to. Slavery is terrible for men, but it is far more terrible for women. Black female slaves were often subjected to hypersexualization and sexually exploited by their predatory slave masters. The term Jezebel refers to the colonial idea that African women were extremely sexually promiscuous, which was used by slave masters to justify the sexual exploitation of their black female slaves. And because it was so common for slave masters to take advantage of black women, they were often pregnant with their masters' children, which only further contributed to the stereotypes of black women's sexual insatiability. Even at young ages, female slaves were at risk of being preyed upon by their masters. Western society was built on the foundations of slavery. Today, the racist, oppressive ideals that founded our nation are still deeply ingrained in our society. The harmful stereotypes perpetuated onto black women during slavery passed down generations through intergenerational trauma and manifest themselves in today's society. The hypersexualization of black girls and women reduces us to bodies, to objects. But black women are people with unique stories and beautiful lives that can't be confined to the role of Jezebel. It's imperative that we work towards dismantling the stereotypes perpetuated onto black women, as they have real-world implications that reinforce false, outdated narratives that were created by a racist system.